Greetings, beautiful souls. I love you, all of you, together as a collection, and I love you individually, just as you are. Well, Christmas is right upon us. Christmas is pressing hot at the heels at the moment. A couple more days, and the idea of Christmas will be upon us. And I take this opportunity, the past few videos I've made have been in correlation to the idea of balancing, have been about the idea of blending light and dark, balancing negative and positive, kind of taking one idea and the other, finding the balance and sew them together to create a whole new idea. And I from the center of my heart, and you know who I'm talking to, thank you. Thank you for acting upon the things that you feel shall help transform. Just demonstrate. Just being yourself. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, from the center of my soul, from the template level of my existence. Thank you. And now, I talk about this idea of blending light and dark, balancing it, making it balanced. But there's one topic that I haven't touched on, and that this is a byproduct of blending, of balancing, of creating a balance of the two, to create a third platform, a third stance of the issue. And when one individual becomes aware of who they really are, or at least to a certain degree that it causes them to transform into more. The one thing I may stress to each and every one of you is that even if you are, if you want to use a judgment call of how high or low on the spiritual chart, how high or how low your frequency, how high or how low anything is, what I mean is when you obtain enlightenment, when you lighten up and absolutely absorb the things that reflect back to you more of yourself, not only do you get to perceive the positivities, the synchronicities, the things that happen when they're supposed to happen, the beauty, the magic, all of the love, of course, the more you resonate with yourself, this will happen. The more that you allow the things that are in your heart to come out, the more that you act upon the things that show love for yourself and those around you. Because when doing this idea, another thing happens. Not only does a positivity become vibrant, loud, and in your face, hello, this is fun, have me, it's a band playing in the corner, grabbing your attention. In the same regard, the negativity, I say it again, the negativity does exactly the same thing at the same time, in the same moment. So not only are you raising your ability to be aware and to be conscious of your surroundings and conscious of all these things that are happening in your life, positive or negative, don't matter. When you're aware of more of the positive, you're aware more of the negative. Because when you shine the light, because we're all light workers, we're all made out of light. We're light beings. And when we shine more of ourselves, it illuminates the darkness. It brings it to the surface. It doesn't have any nooks and crannies or any kind of, nowhere to hide it. Nothing is being hidden anymore. Everything's coming to the surface. And this is why we have gotten to this point. This is why we have condensed and calibrated and condensed and recalibrated, cycle after cycle after cycle after cycle after cycle, year after year, rather. And I actually got this snail shell to give you an idea of what's kind of happening. And if you take a look at this snail shell, it has a natural Fibonacci spiral sequence within the structure. Now pay close attention. It has the same exact concept. And what's happening is we're coming around this spiral, and every cycle it condenses. Every cycle it condenses, it gets smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller until we get to this focalized point in the center. And where we are at, essentially my perspective on our spiritual journey, on our psychological awakening, if you will, we're right in the center. Right now, we're right here in the center. So that's why everything is ramping up, because everything is condensing. Everything is coming down to this one point. There's one point of proclivity. There's one point of process. Because that's the whole point to life. Process is the point. It's not the destination. The process is the destination. To go through it. That's what gives your soul experience. That's what gives things more credence. So I may warrant, I may urge, or may recommend those that listen to this video right now. Your positivity is going to grow at an exponential pace. It's growing right now. And so is the negative. The negative is going to grow and grow and grow and knock at your door to make sure you're not at the house of misbelief, to make sure you're in the structure of who you are. You're in the body, in the vehicle to transport you to the right location. Because in a sense, that's what all this negativity is in the world. It's an opportunity to see a reflection of things that we're not. It gives an opportunity for us to show compassionate action towards those things that we're trying to convey. Actions speak louder than words. So act upon these ideas. And if you perceive this negativity, that means you're doing the right thing. That means you're uncovering all of these ideas that you've been burying, that you've been hiding and harboring and trying to, I don't want to deal with it now. But now it's a new time. Break out of the shell, because the time is now. This awareness is building and building and building and building, and it's creating this. It's tipping the scales. It's tipped the scales to the other direction, to where now you can have this positivity idea. You can have this negativity idea in the same moment. Because it's not this. It's not negative. It's not positive. It's not either one of them. It's both of them together, combined, connected and collected. That's what the new paradigm is all about. Is to have compassionate action for what's already there. To take this and that and blend it and merge it. So yes, you're going to perceive more negativity. But that just means that you get to use the tools that you've been shown. That just means that you get to give the world the gifts you have to give. Because without any comparison, how are you supposed to know you've changed? Because without any kind of physicalized comparison, it becomes a semantic. It becomes a psychological war. Have I changed? Have I not? I don't know. How do I know? How could I know? You couldn't. Because without any kind of, a wall to bounce it off of, a correspondence to compare it to, how do you know it's anything different? This is why I say, go with your heart. Think with your heart. Live through your heart. It truly, my friends, my beautiful souls, it is your guiding light. Oh, we're going to go with the camera. So, once again, my souls, my beautiful, lovely friends, if you do experience a negativity, that just means that you're shedding light from the positive direction that you are. You're just shining a light on something to be seen, to be dealt with, to be brought to the surface, to be integrated. Because the devalue or the diminish of anything is to devalue and to diminish everything. Remember that. Don't devalue. Don't diminish. Because that devalues and diminishes yourself. And you got so much power. So much power. I love you all. Have a beautiful, creative, and amazing, compassionate week, holiday, life. I love you.